Okay, this is our sample number 3. We are still doing our control samples. We did first one, straight lines. Second one was our box. This is our third one, which is spirals. It's a little bit trickier and people get a little bit frustrated because it's harder to stay on the lines. And we're going to start out here. We're going to work our way to the center. Our first thing we do is we cut out 2 pieces of fabric that are 8.5 by 11. We'll put one to the side. The second one we are going to trace our pattern. So step number 1, this one we're just gonna trace here. Try to get the spiral going. You can do this with pencil, you can do it with pen. I'm doing it with a heat erasable pen, but you can do it with anything that you can, as long as you can see it while you're sewing. It's fine. Okay, so what are we learning on this one? This one, we are now learning how to sew curves. So here we go. We're going to put the pattern off to the side. And as usual, your machine's going to sew a lot nicer if you have 2 layers. So we're going to sew it with 2 layers. Put the other one underneath. I'm going to join that. So we're going to start out here. And you're going to notice that as this curve here is easier to sew, but as we get tighter, it gets more difficult. So I'm going to show you how to do that. So pull your sewing machine closer. So lower your presser foot. Let your feed dogs move the fabric for you. Straight lines are easy. And as it curves, you're going to use both hands to move the fabric. To just, not to push or pull it, but just to tell the fabric where to go. So you're using your fingertips to just move that fabric and stay on the line. Because you're new at this, you have to lift your feed dogs to get back on the line, it's fine. It's probably might not be as easy as I'm making it look right now. And that's perfectly okay. So we're just practicing sewing a curve. And as you get in tighter and tighter, it just is a different, I'm not pushing. You might notice that you have to slow down a little bit as you get in tighter. For you, you might have to lift your presser foot and readjust your fabric. That's perfectly fine. You are we're just practicing. So there's no judgment on how this ends up looking for you. I've seen them all turn out totally crazy. And some turn out. So see how slow I have to, and how much I have to turn it as I get in there. And there we are. Sample number 3.